Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Fans are hoping that executive Rob Pelinka decides to sign a third star. The Lakers need to have more depth and solid performances. This squad has been playing great games, but they are also playing terrible games. Instability has been the Lakers' hallmark this season. A third star alongside Davis and LeBron would make this team unstoppable and with the best big three of the season. Big trade suggestion: Lakers making a fantastic deal and landing Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard gave 11 years of his NBA career to the Portland Trail Blazers. Despite playing at an elite level, Lillard was unable to make a substantial run in the postseason. As a result, when Lillard made a trade last season, no one batted an eye at the decision. Dame began his new chapter with the Milwaukee Bucks. Unfortunately, the 8x NBA All-Star's career with the Bucks has long been ideal. A trade has been suggested that would make Lillard teammates with LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers. Milwaukee Bucks receive D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Christian Wood, a 2029 first-round draft pick and a 2031 first-round draft pick. Los Angeles Lakers receive Damian Lillard. For the Bucks to agree to this trade would mean ending the Giannis Antetokounmpo-Damian Lillard experiment. After all, Giannis is having a great season, but the rest of the squad looks very weak. The dynamic duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis have been at their best in the 2024-25 NBA season. In fact, the Lakers are off to a perfect 3-0 start to the season. Unfortunately, the Lakers have fallen into a slump as they are the 10th seed in the Western Conference with a 4-4 record. Trading for Lillard wouldn't be cheap, but at the same time, it could extend the Lakers' championship window. After all, a big three of LeBron James, Anthony Davis and Damian Lillard looks unstoppable on paper. If Lillard becomes part of the starting five, Davis could even focus more on being a defensive beast. On the other hand, James and Lillard will become the team's main scorers. The icing on the cake will be Austin Reaves, who has impressive scoring power. Lillard has previously joked about joining the team on Instagram Live. Additionally, he met with James to potentially play in Los Angeles in 2021. However, the idea was scrapped because the Trail Blazers did not want to trade their star to a conference rival. Considering all of this, if Lillard joins the Lakers, coach J.J. Redick's starting lineup could look like this. 5 starters. Damian Lillard, Austin Reaves, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt or Jackson Hayes. Shocking stat: Lakers must correct if they hope to contend in 2024-25. The Los Angeles Lakers are the worst in the NBA in a crucial area of the game. The Los Angeles Lakers have given fans more to be excited about than disappointed in during the 2024-25 regular season. The starting lineup has played at an elite level. Anthony Davis is an early MVP candidate, and J.J. Redick has the team operating with more energy and creativity. If there's one area in which the Lakers have been exposed as simply dreadful, however, it's the all-too-familiar flaw of transition defense. Los Angeles has impressed even its most convinced of critics with its quality of play through 10 games. It's not only held its own, but secured victories against postseason caliber opponents and displayed an entirely new level of intensity and ingenuity under first-year head coach J.J. Redick. Unfortunately, the Lakers continue to allow points at virtual will when teams pick up the pace and get out in transition. Some might argue that it's an inevitable result with 39-year-old LeBron James in the lineup, no matter how superhuman he may otherwise be. There's a significant difference between lackluster play and setting the standard for poor execution, however, and the Lakers are currently doing the latter. Through 7 games, the Lakers rank dead last in fast break points allowed per game, a devastating fact that has greatly limited its defensive potential. Lakers boast the worst transition defense in the NBA. ranking number 30 in fast break points allowed would be reason enough for the Lakers to begin to panic. The context of their shortcomings is even more crushing, however, as Los Angeles is giving up a startling 20.7 fast break points per game. For perspective, no other team is averaging more than 18.4, putting the Lakers a full 2.3 points behind the second-worst team in the NBA in that regard. It's certainly possible that the Lakers will do a complete 180 once Jared Vanderbilt and Christian Wood return to the lineup. They boast a combined career average of 5.7 offensive rebounds per 36 minutes and could thus force the opposition to be less aggressive in getting out in transition. Vanderbilt is also the Lakers' best defensive player after Davis, with the length and athleticism to prevent teams from converting easy buckets in the open court. There's still some degree of mystery surrounding when Vanderbilt and Wood will return, however, and the Lakers can't afford to wait for them to make a fix. This needs to be an all-hands-on-deck type of situation, with both scheme and effort landing under the magnifying lens. The Lakers' offense, which ranks number 6 in the NBA in points per 100 possessions, simply can't keep having to bail the team out whenever it gives the opposition easy scoring opportunities. It's better to have to solve this issue at 4-3 than below .500, of course, but that doesn't make it any less pressing of a need. It's one thing to engage in the occasional shootout and another issue entirely to do so on a nightly basis. The Lakers may be able to see a light at the end of the tunnel, but if they're going to live up to their potential, they can't wait for Vanderbilt and Wood to get healthy to fix a debilitating flaw. J.J. Redick challenged Anthony Davis to win MVP this season. Lakers coach reveals how he challenged Anthony Davis before the season. The Los Angeles Lakers need everything they can get from Anthony Davis if they are to make any sort of run this year. In fact, before opening night, Lakers coach J.J. Redick personally challenged Davis to try and win the MVP with his best season yet. Melissa Rowland, Anthony Davis has obviously opened up this season playing MVP-caliber basketball. What talks did you have with him heading into the season about how you want him to approach things? J.J. Redick, to win the MVP. Redick, a former NBA sharpshooter, is in his first season as head coach and there have been some major growing pains. Since taking over from Darvin Ham, Redick has been learning on the fly and he's still actively figuring out how to bring the most out of his players. In the first few weeks of this new season, Redick has watched the Lakers make countless mistakes on both ends of the floor, but they've managed to stay afloat in the standings for various reasons. As their leader and best player on both ends, Anthony Davis has been the one beacon of light in an otherwise underwhelming season. So far this season, Davis is having his best stretch as a Laker with averages of 32.4 points, 11.3 rebounds, and 2.0 blocks per game on 56.9% shooting. He's been the leader on both ends of the floor for the Lakers, especially on defense where he ranks as one of the best players in the NBA. Great performances are nothing new for Davis, but he's never seriously been in the MVP conversation. Whether due to injuries, poor team standing, or being outplayed by other stars, Anthony Davis has yet to be named the MVP of any season, but we are seeing a different version of him this season. Coach Redick has made it a point to make Davis the focal point of the offense, and that means feeding him the ball both in the post and on the perimeter, where he averages 1.9 shot attempts per game. Thanks to screens and play calls, the Lakers have gotten better at getting their shooters open, and it's helped to free up the interior for Davis to work. Of course, whether or not Davis wins the MVP this season depends on a number of factors. First, he'll have to stay healthy, at least 65 games, to even qualify for the award, and that will be a tough ask given his extensive injury history. For Davis to win MVP, the Lakers will also have to be somewhere within the top 6 in the West, and that will be a major challenge given the current state of the Western Conference. With several early MVP candidates on the board already, including Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Nikola Jokic, and Kevin Durant, Davis is fighting some massive odds to win his first MVP this season. but if he plays well enough and the Lakers can put up a decent fight in the West, Davis may be forced into the MVP conversation along with some of the league's other top players. Statistically, Davis is more than deserving of the honor, but it remains to be seen if he can sustain his dominance for any lengthy stretch of time.